So the latest news in town is that UPSC notification has been delayed. So I'm here to talk to each and every one of you what should be your way forward from here on, given that UPSC has delayed the notification. So all those viewers, all those subscribers, all of our students, whomsoever has joined right now, a very, very warm welcome to each and every one of you. I welcome you all. Please mark your attendance. So let's see. So who all we have got with us. You can mark your attendance like always we do. Please mark your attendance, and I always enjoy it. Interacting with most of you and knowing from which part of India you belong. So dear friends, the very first thing is the notification. The notification has been delayed. The notification has been delayed. So if I were to ask you, like, what are you thinking right now, or what is the way forward that you people are thinking from here on? The notification has been delayed, but not the examination. You're going to face the examination after 120 days. So what it means, regardless if the notification comes or not, you're going to face the examination. And in that sense, it makes great sense that you don't give up on your preparation or you wait for any kind of notification to come. So 120 days left. So what you need to make sure is that regardless if the notification comes or not, you're going to face your examination. So 120 days left. So what's going to be your strategy? What's going to be your action plan? How you are going to tackle these 120 days so that you qualify in your prelims examination. So I have Kunal Kriti with me. Kunal Kriti, very good evening to you. Kunal is from Jharkhand. Then we have Simran Singh with us from Delhi. Simran, hello to you. Then we have Matlani with us, who is asking the ultimate book list for PSIR optional. So PSIR students, a lot of great amount of content floating for you, starting from, Venezuela crisis, then Greeceland issue, then how NATO comes into the picture, then Iran issue, the change of regime, which could happen, which might not happen, the return of the old guards, the old monarchy, and in all aspect what would be the Indian stand. So a great deal of things to read. Then we have Varni with us. Varni, hello to you. So dear friends, let's get it straightforward. 120 days. So if I have to divide these 120 days, how will I divide? I'll divide it in static. I'll divide it in current affairs. And if you have to follow a smarter way of preparation, what it would be, start preparing current affairs, and whatever things have been in news from current affairs perspective, the static part, start covering them. For example, if you are reading polity, Article 142, Article 143 have been in news multiple times. So ensure that you're reading Article 142, Article 143, and also correlating it from the perspective of static of your polity. If any judgment that has been in the news, that has been in current affairs, start doing it. For example, if Aravali has been in news, you need to be aware of the geography, you need to be aware of the legislations which have been passed for the safety and safeguard of our environment. And if you're going to cover topics like this, you will find a mixed balance of these both will help you a lot in your examination. So these 120 days, the first division that you have to do, you have to break your current affairs in major segments: polity, economy, science and tech, environment, let it be geography also over here, then policies, government schemes. What else? Of course, budget is about to come. So either you can cover it with this part or the other part, then art and culture part remains. So for example, in art and culture, let's say that the Sohra tribe was in news, right? So you have to correlate from where it's relating to, from where it's coming from. In science and tech, what did you see recently? Recently, certain launches by ISRO failed. So you have to see what is scramjet, what are cryogenic engines, what is stage 1, stage 3 of rocket launching. We have inducted certain submarines in our defense system. You have to know what is the difference. Given I told you a lot more topics about PSIR are in news very lately, you have to relate them. How they can be related. For example, the UN bodies. So you should be knowing the whole structure of the UN body from what? From current affairs perspective, relating it with your what? The static part that you would be reading. So these current affairs part, I just hope it is making sense to you people how to cover these parts and how this is going to help you out. Now the current affairs part, the ideal scenario over here is that you cover both this. If you have been reading newspaper, or if you have been making notes, or you have the compilations of the monthly current affairs with you, it makes great sense to read and revise them. But if not, then I'll advise you to start reading current affairs in reverse. For example, we are in January 26. So how you are going to do about it? January 26 finish, then start with December 25, November 25, likewise go backwards. So what happens when you keep on going backwards? For example, let me take one normal issue of Iran. So Iran conflict, which has been Iran crisis, which has been in news. You can cover it from various perspectives. Let's say, so how you are going to cover? For example, there would be developments would be keep coming after a week, after 2 weeks, after a month. So when you'll go in reverse order, so each and everything related to this issue will be covered. So this is a better approach for those people who are not having any notes, or who are just thinking how they should be approaching the examination, or how they should be approaching current affairs. Go in backwards. It will solve a great deal of issue with you. So it could happen that if you are covering it in backwards, by the time you reach January 25 current affairs, if the issue of Iran and Iran related issues are coming up, you might not have to study them again. So this is one of the approach that you can take, which is going to help you. So now these 120 days, depending upon your speed, depending upon your level of preparation, depending upon your retention, you have to divide that how the current affairs of 1.5 years you are going to cover for yourself. How you are going to cover it for yourself. And the most important thing that you have to remember, that you have to make one-liner notes, either highlight them or keep them recorded, that you are going to revise before 15 days of your prelims examination. So I just hope this is clear to each and every one of you. When you're reading current affairs, you have to correlate with the static subject. If your preparation is not fully complete, this approach is going to save you great amount of time. It is going to enhance your chances. At the same time, now there would be many people who would asking me, what do I do about the static part which is left over here? I'll again say static part, if you're going to cover from cover page to cover page, you are never going to get it covered. The best thing that you can do, for example, if I take history and I decide that I have to cover this from end to end, no person on this earth can fully cover it. The best approach that you can take right now is take a note of the syllabus, take a note of the PYQs, and take note of any summary booklet that is there in the market of your preferred choice. Start reading or start solving the PYQs at the same time. Start reading what is there in the syllabus. So what will happen? What all is important, what all things UPSC have asked, you will be covering them while reading it back. And the best part, when you study anything with questions, you remember better. So this approach you can take for the static subject. Again, remember, have the skeleton of the PYQs to help you to solve the previous year's questions, and on the basis of that, try to complete the static part. Don't go for something that you have not studied. For example, if let's suppose, if Mughal time literature, you find it really tough, you go into the reading that it's really tough, pick up the PYQs, just understand what criteria the paper setter is using to ask questions and complete it. This way, if a subject to you look very laborious, or if a subject you find very difficult to understand, you'll be able to solve it. So far, each and everything clear? All the students who are with us, if any doubt in this approach anybody is having, please let me know. So Varni is asking, include these questions in your intellectual discussions. Okay, for sure it will be done. Any other question, any other doubt, any other specific thing, if any one of you want to ask, please ask me. For the PSIR book list that Matlani is asking, after this video, I'll just put a video link by Shashank Tyagi sir, where he would have guided you better. So any other question, any other thing, if anyone wants to ask, we can very quickly deal with it. So this is what we have. Now coming back, how we are here to help you. So there are two things that you have to remember. What we will be providing to you that is going to help you. One, the monthly current affairs compilation. On the website and app, it is present in the form of CivilIQ magazine, which we give it for free. You can have it and you can start your preparation. At the same time, there will be videos where we will be covering the monthly current affairs on our YouTube channel. Now the next thing is, as I told you, on YT there will be lectures, and the third part is I'll be coming, our team will be coming, we'll be solving the PYQs. PYQs are already available in the name of target series. You can approach them. At the same time, if you want any material, if you want any thing which you think that it might benefit you, it might help you, you can let me know. Be assured it will be provided to you without any cost. The intention is that you prepare well, you do well in the examination. And like I said in the start, notification or no notification, it should not matter to you. What should matter to you is that your preparation should be on track, is that you should have a strategy about preparation. And I just told you, even in these 120 days, don't give up. Don't let that thought come into your mind that I'm going to give up on this attempt. Believe me, there are people who give the attempt in this much of time. They prepare, they revise, they summarize, and they qualify the prelims examination. So we will be helping from our side. Just one request, just one suggestion, and just one strategical advice to each and every one of you. Don't give up in these end moments. Stretch as much it's possible for you. Have a strategy that will help you to sail through. So I thank you all for joining in this session. There will be more strategical sessions related to strategy. Whatever doubt, whatever questions, whatever confusions you have, you can always ask. Our team is always on the questions. They read it and will just ensure that all kind of help is provided to you. So my dear friends, the nights are cold, but your spirit should have the warmth of a warrior that you're going to achieve and you're going to conquer something. So I wish you all the very best for your preparation. I'll see you again with something interesting or something that is going to help you. So Varni, Varni, and then who all were here? Just let me very quickly take the name. Kunal, Simran. So take care. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.